making a one-pan seafood dinner. On my box grater, I'm grating up some fennel, and I've done an onion. And now we're gonna add it to 1 potato per person. So 3 potatoes, and I have 1 bulb of fennel and onion. Moving it all around. In olive oil, I coated the bottom of the pan in about 1/4 cup of olive oil. All I did was, guys, was 1 potato per person, peeled it and shredded it on the same thing I just shredded the fennel and the onions with. Some salt and pepper. Potatoes love salt, right? So I'm going a little bit heavy on the salt. And just a tiny little sprinkle of pepper. I'm gonna take this starter and put it in a really hot oven, but at the middle of the oven. So here we go, and we're gonna let that get a head start for 10-12 minutes, okay? I peeled the shrimp, and I took the shells and the heads, and I toasted them. I added a leek, 1 leek. You could add a little onion. Stems, literally the stems of parsley and thyme, and little straggy pieces of the parsley. A few slices of lemon, and some crushed clove of garlic. All I did was add chicken, or you could use water or vegetable stock, anything, bone broth, water, vegetable stock. And you bring it up to a bubble and then turn it down low as if you were poaching. And I have a strainer over a small bowl and give it a drain. Now we're gonna take our drained liquid and fortify it even more. We're gonna let that concentrate by reducing the whole time the potatoes and fennel and onion are cooking. So like 7-8 minutes. All right, now while my strained shrimp stock is reducing, and this is totally optional, it's just my preference, I am adding some chopped 3 fillet of anchovy. So now we're going to arrange our sustainable halibut. This is defrosted and packed completely dry. Okay, so now we're arranging the fish and some shrimp on top, a little drop of all of this stock over the top, and a little splash of either vermouth. If you make martinis ever, you probably don't know what to do with vermouth, right? But this is just white fortified wine or white wine. So a splash of vermouth or white wine over everybody. And now we're going to add in some shaved garlic. Now remember, we already have garlic flavor in our stock. We just held off on putting in the herbs and the fresh garlic until a little bit later. So now steam for a couple, then take the top off for a couple. We're talking another 10 minutes total. Okay, we've trapped the heat for about 6 minutes, or as long as it took John to make the cocktail. Doesn't that look glorious?
That looks amazing.
Now we're just gonna lightly brown the shrimp in the top. Done. Buy bread ahead. And I split it. I put it on a foil-lined baking sheet. I'm now gonna bathe it in butter with all dried herbs. I did a little dill. I love dill. It's an underused herb. Chives and parsley. I've lightly toasted our bread. I'm putting on a little red pepper flake and a little bit of cheese. So when the fish comes out, we're gonna broil this just to melt the cheese. Looking good, baby, look at that. Woo! Now we sprinkle our fresh herbs over the top. Lovely, lovely. And now we're gonna douse it with the juice of that lemon, cut side up so that the seeds don't go into the mix. Take the bay leaves out. Then we're gonna take the fish and any seafood you like. We used fish and shrimp. And then we're gonna paddle in juice, literally melted potatoes, fennel, and onion. This is called the mop and drop.